Beanie Weenies, and I was super excited. Sure I would, it's hilarious. It's like looking at an angry raccoon. It's amazing. Yeah, think about that, Solar. You're like an angry raccoon. Don't you say it! Don't you say it! You said it, you son of a bitch. You will not besmirch the good name of Rocket. You are such a homosexual. Honestly, I haven't, and it makes me sad. Oh yeah, I am 2000 and late. I know. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 comes out on my birthday, actually. Cinco de Mayo, baby. Coronas for everybody except for Solar. Because it would be racist if I gave him a Corona.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The
Nuh-uh.
Texans are top 10 in passing TDs.
What, giving you a Latin beer? Come on, man.
What they'll be dealing
Come on.
with. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002.
Wow.
And it's been a moment franchise ever since. Welcome to
Didn't need to know that JD's dick was broken.
Tonight we put a bow
Okay,
on Week 15 with
didn't need to know that it was working fine either, you know, either way.
Indianapolis Colts
Just saying.
and the Houston Texans.
There's just entirely too much information being slung around here, and I don't need to know any of it. Oh, god damn it. Come on.
On first down, Osweiler. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. A good pickup there. 8 yards.
Stop making everything sexual.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
On second down, Osweiler.
Shit, I hit the wrong button.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro
Why'd he
Bowler
just swatted
DeAndre
that down?
Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third and short. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Flip mode's the greatest.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down.
Ow!
On the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You had to hit him like that.
Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the
Dick.
name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
I have a very slight lag going in my
With it is Brown.
Nope. Swing and a miss.
A great return there. Bobbin
Hotels.
his way for
Hotel.
31
Holiday
yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
If your girl starts acting up, then better get with her friend.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
Well, being that at the moment GGFL is my only league that has games to be played, as soon as I'm done with this, then yes, me too.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry.
Yeah.
He'll get 3 up to midfield. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. And a look
hey,
he
was totally stuck.
Jonathan Joseph goes under the radar a little bit as one of the better cover corners in the league, but his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
Get that cup ramen, baby. Get that cup ramen.
From the 50, it's Locke. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
They'll run it with Jackson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. His throw caught right around the 6. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. In the red zone this time. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st. And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Rats.
A great
Thought I had him stopped.
Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, he picks up additional yardage after it.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That thing's tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Braxton Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
Oh, it made it.
It's good, and
wow.
they're all tied at
I glitched the fuck out on that fucking kick.
So we're right back where we started. All
still made it though.
Kicks
so
away.
Cool.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
It's me, Austin. It was me all
This will
along.
be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The intended receiver was Corey Brown, and that'll bring up second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. Backing up. And that is incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They come out here in the eye.
I guess they didn't call it because I was making a play on the ball.
On the ground, this is Jackson.
You're fucking
He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator, what do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
They run again with Jackson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled down.
Just summon Leviathan?
You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game.
Sounded like you summoned Leviathan.
You're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always
That's a name. That's an attack I know quite well. I heard the word tsunami and I was like, oh shit. Here comes the water dragon.
Miller, the lone setback.
Hey, horseshoes and hand grenades, bro.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Vontae Davis is one of the strongest cornerbacks in the league. Equally adept at playing the run and the pass.
On second down, here's Osweiler. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
How hard is shit?
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go now.
From the
Suppose it
shotgun,
depends on your
Osweiler.
diet.
That's complete, right around the 8. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver.
Osweiler. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. On for the extra point is Folk. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On second down, here's Love. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
He's gonna be quite happy when he gets back in here. Yeah.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Love. And this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it's 4th down. Well, they had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Yeah, and he was gearing up for the final battle.
And this will be taken at the 13.
Yeah.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they
throw the ball, you asshole.
He goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still,
you still got a pretty much lock on the division.
Contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender.
Dude, there's 3 games left, and you have like a 4-game lead.
Well. Showed it right there. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second down and 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good.
Yeah, I was just telling him. I was just telling him.
He wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing on third down, Luck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw that's winning football.
Here's Pat McAfee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Ooh.
And wow, fortunately he was able to get it back, but it's left his guys in a bit of a hole here. They're backed up deep to start this drive. And here comes the Texans now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but now a loose football.
Oh, my God.
Comes out, and they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here's Luck now on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. After the run, Luck going to throw. His throw incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They come out here in the eye.
That's interesting.
Now Luck on third and goal. And he's got his tight end, Allen. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dwayne Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
That's cool.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Shit, it won't let you kick until, or it won't let me pause until you kick the ball. JD, he's gone. Oh, that sucks. I don't want to be on the 40 because of actively trying to pause it, too. I mean,
so a tie ball game
nothing
here
I can do
as the
about it,
kick's
you know what I
away. And this kick goes out of bounds.
Now I can pause it. Cetus Lapidus. He's not in here right this second. Yeah, he's still on his. He's still on his rookie deal, isn't he? Probably have to re-sign him this year, though. No, that's cool. Yeah, I couldn't pause the game, so it kind of kicked it out of bounds.
And that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play
Why
like
is that
this.
unthankful?
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're
Saying
not
to
too
read
happy.
spoilers.
Miller, the lone setback. Shift together here from the D-line. And to give this time to the tailback.
8-year contract.
Out of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'm fine. How are you?
So a pause here
I'm
for
super.
us as well.
Thanks for
Time to pay some
asking.
bills. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Again, we'll see the pistol.
You probably did
here.
something to deserve it too, you naughty bitch.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler.
Oh.
Want that one back. Doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. It is incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And now it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Brown. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Luck. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let
Fuck
it
no,
in
denied!
catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. He got it. Here's Luck. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think
so. I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
From the 50, it's Love. Over the middle here to Brown.
Good stop.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where to stick. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Locke. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages.
He has exploded in my last couple games.
Out comes Houston. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So all right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay.
Yeah, low ball the fuck out
of him now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down.
Gonna kill him. Gonna fucking kill him.
This opening drive.
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
Second down following the run. The throw on second down is Locke. This will be caught by Brown.
Good Lord.
And they're able to get a nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He sets to fire. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
As far as I'm concerned,
Andrew
Tanner
cut him yesterday.
He's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll give the Colts a first down.
Show you right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Strength isn't that great either.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Dante Moncrief with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's up and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener.
Honestly, fairly rare that he holds on to a ball getting hit like that.
To a quick start.
Miller, the lone setback. From midfield now, here's Osweiler. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Houston first.
Yeah, a lot of us did.
Now a handoff to Miller. Stays on his feet, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what
probably one was on your practice squad.
Schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Osweiler, he's got Fuller. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. The catch made by Miller. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right?
Shiva?
take exactly what happened before.
Diamond dust, baby.
You have to make a few additional changes.
Give me all of that diamond dust.
I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can
Honestly,
you go
I didn't play Final
Can you
Fantasy
influence
12.
him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really
No, I never
sharp,
have.
intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles.
That's probably the only Final Fantasy game I haven't played. Yeah, that wasn't playing MMOs because I wasn't paying to play Final Fantasy like that.
Right up the gut.
And he's a guy that to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Still one of the elite middle linebackers in the damn game. At all. At fucking all, dude.
Man open left side is Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Back to throw, Love. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one.
Tried to tell you.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive. But
scratching the butt, boss.
They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st down, Osweiler. And
what?
This is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take?
Who are we talking, Bahamut?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound
Oh,
like it because you're giving it up.
The elusive 6th summon.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field, as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So yeah, there's always something positive to be gained.
Yeah, Remua.
Now it's Luck off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet.
What?
Instead, it's
oh, that is bullshit! I want that
down.
challenged. I want that challenged right fucking now. The flag is out, motherfucker. Fuck, you gonna intercept the ball, take 2 steps, then roll out of bounds, and they call it not a goddamn interception. Overturn my shit. Oh, they upheld it, you fucking pages.
This would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. Cap 2 inbounds.
Intercepted it, took 2 steps, rolled out of bounds, and they called it not an interception. Fucking kidding me.
And they work so hard. All practice sessions, always working out, even in pregame, trying to get your feet down in bounds. Unable to get that done on that play.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. 3rd and 2, Luck. And Allen's got it. And he gets
wow, 3 guys right there. None of them make a play for the ball.
Just outside the 10 at the 11. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
Jesus
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute.
Hey, Stanford is the Ivy League school of the West Coast.
Or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Looking left side, and it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Big Sherman came from Stanford.
Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke.
Come on, Bowman! Come on, Bowman! Come on, Bowman! You gotta come down with that, bro.
Ultimately, that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back. I don't know the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
I should have been able to break that.
Offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception,
I'm level 6.
Any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next
Yeah, we did.
You just throw that out the window.
I think you are.
So far, yeah.
If there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Another pistol look here. To throw is Osweiler.
Well, then take us off a loudspeaker.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few
because this is an R-rated chat, bro. This is what we do.
And now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height.
And why not just buy a Derringer and get it over with?
What he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the
fucking
pocket
fairy
to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything.
What?
And sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
I was talking to Daywalker.
About to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
He said he was going to buy a Glock. I said, why not just buy a Derringer and get it over with, you fucking fairy?
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Texans a 1st down.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
You know, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8.
Bender snatch.
Probably think about going to the
I got a snatch for your Bender.
Wide open. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. 3rd down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Back to throw.
Oh, God damn it.
As he throws there, incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz.
An engage 8. Wow. Who the fuck runs the engage 8?
That's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Corey Lugit for TJ Lang.
He'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
TJ Lang is a very good offensive line.
Works their way back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab?
True shit.
Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Luck now to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout.
I would, personally.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, if you need O-linemen, this is the draft to get O-linemen. So I would, yeah.
Now Luck. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now it's Luck.
I do.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there.
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Luck.
Oh, come on. Thank you.
Complete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this?
Throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball, oh my God!
Get overtime. This is going to be a safety in the final minute of the game.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I've never seen a tie game decided in the final seconds because of a safety.
It's just an absolute disaster, Brandon. You're thinking you're going to at least get yourself to overtime. But how about this defense? They say, we're going to take matters into our own hands, and this will be an unbelievable victory if it holds up.
Bullshit safety.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that. In this one,
looks like Brock Lobster wouldn't throw the ball.
Pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click.
Yeah, he sure did.
People who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3.
Oh, well. On to the next week. Yeah. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Yeah. Oh, hey Day! Guess who plays each other next week? Me and Day, yeah. Oh no. Well, I think, yeah, it was a good game. And with that, you officially clinched the division. I believe. Like I said, you've got to, well, I guess Lancer still has an outside shot, but you'd have to lose out and he'd have to win out. Oh, yeah, yeah, so shit, yeah, you've officially clinched the division. Yeah, well. That's great.